God bless everyone. Welcome to my page, where I bring to you some crazy Reddit stories and rants that I came across. Please enjoy.
Am I wrong for not wanting my stepkids to have a claim of my future properties?
So for context, me 27F and my SO29M are getting married next year, and we're really excited about it. He has 2 kids for M and 6F from his previous relationship. He has them on weekends. HCBM has primary custody. I was talking to my parents about their wills and things over the weekend. I have 3 siblings, and we know that we're going to inherit 3 of our family homes. Eventually parents are divorced with their own houses. Third is my grandmother's home that was passed to my dad. I was talking to my SO about it and mentioned that while I care for his children deeply, I don't want any of these houses being passed to them eventually. If we have our own kids, or my siblings have kids, none of them want kids right now, but that could always change. I want it to go to them. My SO was a little upset about it, but he understood. My SO has his family home too, but HCBM's parents made some irresponsible financial decisions in the past. So they've sold both of their houses and have been renting for the last 20 years with no intention of purchasing a house. HCBM is living off benefits at the moment, so I'm not very optimistic that SO's kids will be inheriting property on their mother's side. I know it's a long way away, but I'm just wondering how this might come up in the future. It just feels a little difficult. In the case that we have kids, I don't want SO's kids to feel like they're treated differently from our children, but I can't stand the thought of HCBM's family having anything to do with that houses that my family put the blood, sweat and tears in for. I'm probably overthinking it anyways. Knowing my parents, they'll probably leave the properties in a trust for my siblings and I. I just can't help but think about all the potential issues that could come up with this. Has anyone dealt with this before?
Comment 1. Your stepchildren already have 2 parents. It is not your responsibility to set anything up for them to inherit. That is your family's. That is weird that your partner would be offended by that. Comment 2. I understand your reasoning and you are not wrong for feeling the way you do. But the phrase that came to mind while reading your post was borrowing trouble. You are very young. Your parents are presumably also relatively young. You aren't even married yet. A million things could happen that would make this entire situation irrelevant. Once you are married, have a meeting with an estate planner. Go again to refresh documents if you ever have kids with this man. Also seek premarital counseling to learn how to navigate these tough conversations around his kids. You will need those tools a lot more than you need a will at this point. Another comment. IDK where you are located. But in most countries I know, inheritance isn't a shared asset. Your house that you'll inherit will be yours only, and you can leave it for your kids in your will. Last comment. You are in the right. Why should your family's assets be given to someone else's kids? The kids will inherit whatever their parents have, not a step-parent. That's BS.
Next story.
This is gonna sound, but for anyone else not prioritize, they're stepkids. I had a beautiful 2-bedroom apartment in LA to myself before. So and SS12 moved in. I had my bedroom and I had my gaming room. When they moved in, I told myself and my SO that I'm not going to change my lifestyle just because they're moving in. I still consider myself child-free, and when I say not change my lifestyle, I meant that I still plan to game in my free time. Go do my girl errands and pamper myself whenever I want, even if So has to stay home and watch his son. Another example of prioritizing myself is SS gets sick very frequently. When he's here every other day, every other weekend, and he's sick. I hide in my room and do my own hobbies. This year I've already taken 7 sick days from SS, bringing norovirus and influenza A here. So also always asks for my stuff when SS is sick, like my blankets, my Vaseline, and one time he asked for the heating pad that I literally put between my legs when I have my period. I always say absolutely not. He's his dad, he needs to provide that stuff for SS. My last example is that I refuse to change my routine for SS. For my SO, yes, in a heartbeat. If SO is sick or needs me or needs anything really, I'll drop whatever I'm doing and do whatever he needs. Because I signed up to be in a relationship with him. But for instance, this morning, I was showering and putting on my makeup, and SO is banging on the door telling me SS needs to shower since BM is going to pick him up from his extra day here. He doesn't consult me on taking SS extra days or when drop-off and pickups are, which is fine, but then I don't think he can expect me to abide by their crazy schedule. So I kept the door locked, finished my makeup, and they were late. Keep in mind, I'm very, very attentive to SS. I cook for him, help him with school and homework, go to his baseball games, pay for his vacations, but it's all things I feel like doing, not under obligation. Anyone else take the same stance?
Comment 1. I wonder, why do you have to hide in your room when he is sick? In my household, the sick person stays in their own room, so that all the other rooms are safe for the non-sick people, and that they can get the rest. They need to recover from whatever they are sick of. Also, cleaning-wise, it would be much easier. Comment 2. Being an active stepmom is literally servitude to a man and his kids. It's crazy you feel you have to even explain yourself. This is a result of society indoctrinating women that they must always sacrifice their wants and desires for a man's wants and desires. That kid isn't your problem, and you don't need to explain why you don't do certain things for him. You aren't required to do anything except give basic decency. Anyway, it was rude for him to bang on the door and rush you like that. BM could wait a few mins for pickup. That wasn't so urgent. It's crazy he's acting so entitled when he moved into your place. When I read that, I knew it would be some nonsense. It's a common pattern of single fathers, seeking out financially independent, child-free women to secure resources and housing for their kids. Comment 3. I think you've set great boundaries and made it clear that you're in the relationship to be a partner for your and not a parental figure, and that's fine. Great job.
Last story.
Isn't cheating once enough to end off the relationship?
One interesting thing about cheating is that some say that the one who cheated has regretted and is sorry for what she did. I'm not saying they won't regret it, but I was wondering why it matters at all. How does it matter whether someone regrets their cheating or not? I mean, isn't cheating once enough for people to end the relationship? If not, how many times should a person cheat to be considered as unfaithful? Of course, I understand that this can be very personal choice, and sometimes one can make emotional choices. But if cheating once is not bad, then what makes cheating bad at all? Because in my mind, cheating is one unforgivable thing.
God bless to all of you, and I hope you all enjoy these crazy stories. If you like to see more, please like, share, and subscribe.